Welcome to the Build Report, sponsored by Havio, the health and safety experts. To begin with, some great news. The CPA, the Construction Plant Hire Association, had its annual awards at the Heart of England Resort in Coventry. Stars of the Future 2024 was an unbelievable day highlighting the various youngsters and their incredible achievements with their respective companies, apprenticeships and mentors. Watching the videos the apprentices sent in as part of their application for an award was very eye-opening. Some of them had come through great adversity to achieve what they have, which made their achievements even more remarkable. Seeing the next generation celebrating with their families and friends was very humbling and left me realising our industry is in great hands. A huge congratulations to everyone involved in a superb day, and watch this space as we're working on releasing a special report on this. Following on from my piece last week, drilling down into the realities of the government's announcement of building 1.5 million homes over the next 5 years, a few more experts and people have given their thoughts on this. Construction Products Association Director Noble Francis has written on LinkedIn he also fears there will not be the workforce to carry out this work. Mr. Francis claims there needs to be a 66% increase in house building to reach this target. He adds, with the UK house building workforce diminishing in recent years, upfront investment, time and money is urgently needed for a long-term return. My personal opinion on this remains the same. With current market conditions as they are, this house building target is sadly pure fantasy. Again, a number plucked from the air without any due diligence or speaking to anyone with their finger generally on the pulse in the construction industry. We must work together and not solely rely on one or two voices that are clearly miles away from reality. In support of this, The Guardian reports that Barratt Developments, Britain's biggest house builder, will build fewer houses this year because of economic and political uncertainty. So you have Britain's largest house builder saying it will build less homes after the government say they need more homes. What if the other house builders followed suit? Again, we need to work together as an industry, not appease shareholders and big bosses. Sadly, too many house builders and construction firms are all about money, bonuses and share prices. This is why fewer houses are being built and workers' mental health is so bad. I've worked in this great industry since the late 80s and I know exactly how to change it for the better. So I'm asking the industry leaders and government ministers to get in touch with us so we can work together and fix this industry before it's too late. Sarah Jones MP, the new Minister of Construction, we need to talk as we can help you and give you the real stories and realities representing the SME and micro businesses in construction. We also need to discuss your views on permitted development. On the subject of new builds and Barratt Developments, a couple is in absolute shock after buying their dream home. They purchased the new property from Barratt Developments subsidiary David Wilson Homes in Devon in 2018 for £274,995. However, it is bereft with problems. Without these problems, surveyors said its value would be £330,000, but with a catalogue of defects found, it's been valued at £1. The huge list of defects is staggering, from inadequate damp proofing to water ingress, corroding structural floor beams to inadequate screed. Sadly, this is not a one-off. More and more new build properties are simply not up to scratch quality-wise. We're midway through 2024 and still, as an industry, we're not regulated. On these newly built properties, there is no one independent and official to control the quality. Building control just checks the properties are built to current regulations. They have nothing to do with quality control. If the brickwork on a flank wall is like a climbing wall or the plasterer has put on the multi-finish with his shovel, it can easily get past. Again, we must work together as an industry to correct these huge issues. Smaller house builders and tradespeople need to be listened to far more. We represent 98% of the UK construction industry, yet have virtually no voice. And that is one of the reasons we have set up the Build Network UK, Together, we will create positive change from top to bottom in the construction industry. And finally, one to follow. This week, a plumber and a comedian, Pete, also known as Plumber Tales on Instagram and Facebook, is not only a decent plumber, but also an up-and-coming comedian doing the circuit and stand-up clubs. I know Pete personally, and he's also a great guy. So if you want to not only follow a good plumber in his daily work, but also a funny stand-up comedian, give him a follow on Instagram and Facebook at plumber_tales.